What impact will this have on young people still paying off their loans? We thought we'd ask Timpf. Thought we'd ask Mike Gunzelman, two big stars here at Fox. Kat, to you first. I don't want to get personal with you on student loans and all of that, but a lot are about to be forgiven. Do you want in on this gravy train?
Well, I would have liked in on it years ago when I had student loans, and also when I made the decision to not go to Columbia Journalism School because I did not want to take out that kind of loan where I knew I wouldn't be able to pay back $80,000 on an entry-level journalism salary. I think the problem
Well, you were wrong. You're a big star now. You could have easily done it.
I did internships and I waitressed and I did it all that way because I didn't have that money and I made that decision. I think that's a conversation we need to be having with more young people, that it's not always worth it to take out this massive amount. There are other ways to do it. And the problem with the word forgiveness or cancellation is it's not really accurate. Someone else is just paying for it other than the person who took it out.
Yeah, young people like yourselves actually down the road, whether you take advantage of it or not. Gunz, what do you think about all this?
Well, Neil, this might surprise you, but I loved college. All right, I had an absolute blast at Fordham University.
I want to do the Fox alert here. I don't know if we can get it so fast, but it goes something like this. All right, continue.
I had so much fun. There it is. Great job. But student loans are the worst. Student loans stink. I mean, you're coming out of college and you're already behind everybody else in the race because you have to pay up for it. You're talking 15 years. I just paid off all my student loans from Fordham. And, you know, I worked 2 jobs plus just to,
are you angry
get
then,
through
Gunz, that now a lot of people might have gone to class with you, they might get a pass on this?
Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating. And I understand, listen, I was struggling before I came on to think, is the intention here even noble? Is it good? And sure, like, I would like to help out people that need assistance or help to get to college. But it's the system itself that is broken. If you want to overhaul the whole higher education system, good luck, but this ain't it. This is not the solution. Listen, I understand people like, oh, it's not fair, I have to pay back student loans. Well, guess what? It's not fair that I now, who already did that, might have to pay more down the line because of you. And that's the argument that we're going to see right now.
I sense a lot of anger coming from you, Gunz. So, Kat, the other issue here is, you know, it feeds the beast, doesn't it? If you forgive student loan debt and you encourage more lending, you know, the cost of the product you're getting the lending for goes up. We've seen tuition, room and board across, you know, America triple the inflation rate. Now, I don't know if it's triple the present inflation rate, but it only makes colleges more expensive, doesn't it?
Exactly. As the government has gotten more involved in higher education, we've seen the prices of it skyrocket. And then the idea of, okay, let's get even more involved, not sure that's going to do any good. Pumping more and more money into the economy method hasn't been working out in terms of inflation, as you pointed out. This needs to be fixed, and it's not going to be a little small Band-Aid like this. And what you're paying for college now, too, versus what you get, the cost benefit just isn't there. The problem is that's kind of unspoken, that we can't have that conversation, that any amount of money you take out in a loan to further your education is always a good idea, and that's not always a good idea. It can be better to work along the way, go to a cheaper school, get some internships and those sorts of things, rather than be saddled with this kind of debt for decades without being able to pay it off.
Yeah, and I can see if you have a path to Wall Street, Gunz, versus, you know, working, you know, I don't know, journalism. It depends on the journalism you're practicing. But my point is, aren't people going to look at this going forward and think, sure, I'll take out a loan because I had no intention of ever paying for it?
Exactly. They're setting the bar to fail right now. And I truly believe this is a political play. Nobody cares about COVID right now. The environment, sure, until gas prices are $5, $6, $7. Student loans and this canceling a debt is going to be a big political play. Even I talked to a couple of my Democratic friends that, campaigned on this issue and supported candidates that were really for this and just wiping it all out. They're right now angry themselves at the Democrats for not following through on their promise. So I think that as we get closer to the election season, keep an eye out on this, because they're desperate for that youth vote. And what better way to do it than say, hey, all your loans and debt is gone. It's going to happen, definitely.
Yeah, I think younger people are much smarter than that. I'd like
Hopefully.
to think they are. Yeah, I'm talking to two right now. Guys, thank you both very, very much. I do appreciate it.